I lost the guy that I loved and cared about to red pill content. Before he started watching this content, he was a sweet, nice man who treated me well and was charismatic, funny. And the moment he started watching this content, he completely changed. He started calling women bitches, whores, skanks. He became very, very angry almost all the time. And then eventually he ended things with me because he thought I was using him for money. Now, granted, there was one time where I did make a joke about how I wanted an old guy to take care of me, and I quickly regretted it and said I was sorry. But I still cared about him. I would drive 30 minutes every day to see him. Like, it wasn't just about the money. Because he's watching all this content, he thinks that all these women are trying to use him and all that stuff. And so he had a loving girl that cared about him and loved him and, like, would stick by his side through anything. And then he eventually said this to me, and this was the final straw. Now, when I first started talking to him, not that it mattered, but he was over 270 pounds when I started talking to him. I did not care about his size. He then lost weight and then started fat shaming everyone around him. And today, actually, he said this to me. He called me a broke skank. And then said that I would ease back on the food. Your stomach's getting a little big. And I've never, my whole life, had a man speak to me like that. And here I was the week before, going out, and I was gonna go buy him a present for his birthday. And for him to turn around and call the girl that cared about him and loved him a skank and fat. When he's like one of the only guys that I've been with. In the beginning, it was totally opposite. He would compliment me, tell me how pretty I was, and laugh and make jokes, and just this content, it just ruined him. And then I went on his page before we unfollowed each other, and I saw he was reposting, like, Andrew Tate and, like, David Goggins, and, like almost all of his reposts were that. And then that's how I found out that he was in this red pill rabbit hole, and now I connected the dots.
First off, red pill is not a bad thing. Women just hate it because it informs men on how women really are. And of course they don't like that. He was learning about what to look out for and how men get used all the time. And then you see all the signs and, it's right in front of you once you find out the truth about everything. And I'm sure we're not hearing her whole story, as well. They're always the perfect one, and the guys are always, at fault. But him seeing that and wanting to better himself, because that's what red pill does, it informs you and, what to do better and what, kind of like women, what you deserve. And he sat here and he started losing weight, and, then he sees she's getting bigger. Like, he expects more and he wants more for himself. These guys are always expected to take on a single mom or an overweight woman and all that. They have their preferences, we have ours too. So if he wants to better himself, he wants to be with a woman that's going to want the same things. So she can go find a better guy that suits her new lifestyle, gain weight, be lazy, do all the stuff, He's on a journey to better himself.